It was fun. I was just excited to get back into game action and throw on the sweater for the first time, so it was good. It was obviously nice to get a win.
You seem pretty comfortable out there. Just how did you feel with the systems and new teammates? How did you sum up your night?
I felt actually really good, which I kind of honestly expected. Had been playing very much in Edmonton, so I've been getting a lot of extra skating. So my legs and cardio felt really good, and besides my compete level, I feel like my greatest strength is my feet. So that definitely helped with feeling comfortable out there, is knowing that I was going to have my legs last night.
What was the biggest challenge maybe that you found? Maybe over the course of the whole day, be it blocking it out or nerves or even just on the ice?
Surprisingly, I actually didn't have any nerves. I know I was picked up off waivers, but I've been traded 3 times, so I've been familiar stepping into different locker rooms. And challenges-wise, honestly, I didn't feel like there was any challenges. The guys were really welcoming, and they made my job really easy, just being vocal on the ice. And I thought we played a great game, and so a lot of times when you have a good team game, everybody as an individual is going to look good. So that was definitely nice for my aspect, stepping in for my first game.
Jake McCabe was actually telling us after the game that he thought you were pretty vocal. What did you feel about your comfort level in being able to do that?
I think that's just kind of the biggest thing they've stressed with me so far up to this point, is just to be myself. And system-wise, all that will come with repetition and watching film. So just being myself and become a vocal guy throughout the game. I'm honestly a bit of a cheerleader on the bench. So yeah, it's nice anytime that you feel you can be yourself and you don't have to be somebody you're not. So that was just a good way for me to also feel a part of the game, as I could just be who I am, and that's a cheerleader and being vocal.
Have you always been that way? How did that come about for you?
I don't know, but I have definitely been that way. I don't know where it comes from, but I find when I'm quiet, I feel like I'm out of the game and not really playing up to my standards. So I know when I'm vocal, it means I'm engaged. So I definitely felt engaged last night.
Was there a friend or a family who may have commented on you wearing the blue and white? Somebody who may have been a Leaf fan, or at least somebody that reached out?
Being a Vancouver kid, a lot of my family were Canucks fans growing up. My sister married a guy from Toronto, so that side of the family are Leafs fans, so they were pretty stoked about last night.
What was it like to finally be on the same side as Riley?
It was great. He played great too. He's such a good player, and does a lot of really good little things that I think a lot of fans don't really necessarily see. And there's a reason why he has the success he has and why he's our number 1 D-man. So felt very fortunate to be beside him.
The big competitor, I'm just wondering what it was like seeing John Tavares do what he did in overtime.
Yeah, that was incredible. But you kind of expect nothing less. You remember that one-handed move he made with the Islanders in overtime. So he's done it before, but it's kind of leaves you speechless. And then on the other side of it too, Morgan there just sprints off the bench into the corner, which you wouldn't really expect a D-man to do. So it was a hell of a read. And then obviously Willie finished it off. So all 3 of them made a big play at the big moment there.
Sorry if you were asked already, but you drew a penalty last night.
I did, yeah.
That helps to contribute right away in that respect.
Yeah, they thought I dove, but it was good. I just tried to use my feet and tried to escape pressure and got taken down. So yeah, it's nice anytime you can draw a penalty and get your big guys on the ice.
How was the overall atmosphere in the game, that kind of thing? As Mark said, blue and white.
Yeah.
Atmosphere, what was that like?
It was great. I always loved playing in Toronto as a road team, and they're always fun games to be a part of, kind of center of the hockey world, and the eyeballs are on you, so just embraced it and cherished it. It was a lot of fun.
Any advice from Tanev about the market and just playing here, or even just the team itself?
I think you guys know Tanny's pretty quiet. He didn't say too much, so no, he just wished me well and go play well. And I don't know, we talk often. Kind of keep that stuff private.
On the defense, goalies, obviously there's interchanges there. What was your impression of Joseph Wool? Getting to know him a bit.
Yeah, he was great. He played really well. Probably won the first one back, but what are you going to do? It's an own goal.
With Brad playing for him in Calgary, help at all with the transition?
I guess maybe a little bit. I don't know how much GMs and players really interact. Probably see each other through the hallway and say hi, and when you're playing like crap, you probably tuck your chin. So he's a really nice man, and he welcomed me. Obviously, I saw him in Chicago during the third period and just caught up there. So he's obviously the first guy that you have contact with, and he kind of tells you what they expect or what they want out of you. So he was very clear with his message, and thankfully he's given me this opportunity.
What did you think of the play John made there in overtime last night?
Yeah, that was unreal. I actually had my back turned because I was like, I don't know if we're coming out of this one with the puck. So I was like, I better get off, make sure we have fresh body out there. And then I turned back and the puck's coming out to Willie. So it's a great play by him. Just compete. The guy's never quits on a play, and it's shown there.
What do you make of how he's handling a bit of a bigger workload? Age 35, obviously Austin's out. Like, what's standing out about John right now?
Yeah, I mean, he's instilled habits that are going to carry him through if he's playing more. Things that are going to keep him fresh, keep him fast, and keep him competitive every night, and that's showing right now.
What did that win mean to the group, do you think?
Yeah, that was huge. Closing that one out, sticking with it all the way through. I think that's the biggest thing. It's just like the consistency of shifts is pushing all the way to the end, and then just trusting that eventually we'll get it. It was big.
When a guy like John makes a play like that, is that the type of play that the whole group can kind of rally around when there's that level of effort and it leads to that kind of a result?
I think you see it on a bigger stage in 3-on-3. Like those plays make such a big difference. But yeah, like I think just 5-on-5 throughout the game, those plays are the ones that add up to bigger wins and more momentum and more zone time, and then equals more goals, and it's all sequencing, and it all kind of plays out throughout. So if everybody takes that competitive side of just winning your one-on-one battles or one-on-3 battles in that instance, and never quitting, then yeah, that's going to play well for us.
What did you see from Jacob Quillen last night?
He looked great. He looked fast. He looked physical. He was making strong plays. I like this game, and I think that's something that pushed the pace for us and helped keep our game fast. So it was nice to see from him.
What did you notice about Joseph Woll since he's come back?
It's like he's mid-season form. He's solid. He looks square to every shot. He's athletic across the crease. I think he's just been elite, honestly, since he's been back. I think maybe the ones that have gone in and that aren't necessarily on him, they're more on us. So he's been great.
What do you make of how Willie handled, the accidental own goal last night before being the hero?
Yeah, he does a good job of not letting things rattle him. So he stayed with it and waited for his opportunity, and he took full advantage of that.
What impressions did Stecher make on you?
He's a great skater. I didn't really know he play against him that much, I don't think, to realize how good of a skater he is and how well he can get himself out of those D-zone scenarios with his skating and puck moving. So he did great, I thought.
One more thing on John. Lawton told us he's like one of the funniest guys he's ever met, and I know he's a leader by the scenes, but like his sense of humor, like what's that like? Does he loosen you guys up? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean he's usually got a good beat on the room, so he's got a good take once in a while. He's not always cracking it up with the boys, but when he does, he's got something funny to say.
Has he been loosening it up? Like you guys are going through a tough stretch. Has he been keeping it loose? Like what's been his kind of personality of late?
Yeah, I mean I think he's been walking that line of making sure that guys are held accountable, taking it serious, because obviously we want to win as many games as possible. But yeah, he's also been realizing that it takes a lot of fun to make sure you're having fun when you're winning. That's required, so he's definitely leaning into that side of it as well.
What's it like when there's so many injuries? Like, does it focus the mind in a way, or like, because Nyes goes down, we didn't expect that to happen, 7 regulars out. Like, what's it like in a room when that's happening?
I mean, that's just the nature of the sport, I think, is like how unpredictable hockey is. You see it on the ice, you see it off the ice. You kind of just always have to, one, be there for your teammates and make sure like they're taking care of themselves, but also take care of yourself and make sure that you're ready for any scenario, because things could change so quick, and can't be rattled about it. You got to be ready to go, and at all times just be prepared.
How about you looking at the standings, if at all? Because they're so jammed up right now. Even though you guys have lost 5, you win 1 and you're right back.
Yeah, I think not really paying attention to it, I guess, this early. But yeah, definitely saw that it was tight, and realizing that if we just focus on our game and focus on doing everything we can to kind of string some wins together, we can be right in the mix, or if not near the top.
And what are you thinking when you start engaging in that 1-on-3?
Well, first, I think it was Kaber passed it up to me, obviously trying to catch them in transition. And in general, for me last night, just was fighting the puck a little bit and just couldn't really get it into a good spot where I could make a play towards the net. And obviously, at that point, I knew a little later on in my shift, and we were making a line change, just trying to kind of hang on to it, buy some time. And then, once I got a sense that I had the two guys on me and saw their other guy a little more towards the corner, I just had to hopefully fight them off long enough and just kind of get the puck free, knowing we had guys coming off the bench. So eventually got to Willie, and pretty special play by him after that. So happy it worked out, and big win for us.
How do you feel at the end of that shift? You played a lot of minutes last night. Like, what are the energy levels or fatigue factor at the end of a shift like that?
Yeah, certainly when you're engaged in a battle like that, you're pretty tired, and certainly minutes have been up the last few games. So just trying to manage that and continue to play my game and play well. And sometimes, you're going to have to compete when you're tired and maybe not as fresh as you'd like to be. So, those are the things you try to push yourself through in the off season, every day in practice, and just having that mindset of finding a way to make a play or get it done even when you're tired. So just happy that I was able to get it free, and then obviously Mo and Willie took care of the rest.
Steve alluded to maybe trying to manage your minutes a little bit more because of how much you've been playing, but do you feel fine with it all? Obviously every player wants more ice time, but are you feeling like you welcome this amount of challenge?
Yeah, obviously I'm just trying to do everything I can to help the team and stay as ready as I can be for when my name's called, to hop over the boards and to execute and to play well, and understanding the importance of your shift length, and obviously the things in between games, after games, days like today, to take care of yourself and replenish and refuel and get the work that's needed to get yourself back up and ready to play. So it's obviously with the way the schedule is this year, right off the hop here, it's been really condensed and game after game. So I was just trying to manage all those things, but you're always ready for the challenge and the opportunity for when your name's called.
What's the added level of difficulty with all the injuries that keep piling up here right now?
Yeah, it's been obviously challenging. Major contributors to our team, guys in different roles that bring different elements. So it's added to some of the adversity that we've been facing here with our play. So just like the group's mindset and attitude towards yesterday and the patience in our game, and sticking with the things that we have to do well. And I think the energy and the competitiveness that we had, and it provides more opportunity for guys. And whether guys that have been on the roster and with the group all year, or someone like you coming up and getting an opportunity, it's a great challenge for everyone to step up and play well and do what's needed when you're missing key players.
It was a pretty tough start to the game for William. He's always so even killed. Did you notice anything different about him after that first goal goes in, whether he was fired up or anything?
He never ceases to amaze me. I personally don't worry in situations like that. His ability to just kind of let it go and focus on the rest of the game and stay with it, and at any moment he can be a game breaker and do something special, which is what he did last night. So. It's obviously been difficult for us over the last couple of weeks in terms of results, and certainly a few of the games that we haven't played well enough in, and something else that just didn't go our way to start tonight yesterday. But him leading the way, just kind of focusing on what's ahead and the next shift, the next opportunity, and just kind of staying with it. And over the course of 60 minutes, 60 plus last night, you set yourself up to win a hockey game.
When Trey Living holds a media availability like he did before the game, does that register with you or in the room at all?
Well, I think obviously being here for as long as I have and understanding, I think the passion of our fan base and the coverage of the team, everything gets heightened and can get nitpicked, and that's part of it, and that's what makes playing here great, is how much people care about the team and how much people follow the team. And when things are going well or things aren't going well, there can be a lot of noise around it, and I think it just shows the leadership from Tree's side on just trying to calm the waters and keep us focused, and understand we're a good hockey team and just continue to play our game and embrace the challenge that we have ahead of us. So I think it was more stabilizing than anything.
A lot of your teammates have said you have a good beat on the room, kind of set a good tone. I wanted to ask you, Lawton said the other day that you have, one of the funniest guys he's ever been around, but he found it hard to describe your sense of humor. Just wondering, what do you think of that? How would you describe kind of your sense of humor?
I don't know. I guess I just picked my spots. Maybe it's just my experience and being around a few years. So, I mean, I just like anyone else love being one of the guys and just part of the group. And I think it's understanding the intensity and focus and work ethic and all those details, which I think are important for me and pride myself on, but also the importance of having fun and letting loose and the enjoyment and camaraderie of your teammates and the group and the grind of the season and how that can take a toll and the importance of keeping things light and just the bonds and relationships you build with one another and a good way to keep each other honest.
What were you looking to get out of today, an optional practice? What was the focus today?
Well, it's some rest for guys, right? A lot of minutes for a lot of guys. So just run an optional, and then we can have a morning skate tomorrow.
How do you feel John is handling the extra workload? 35 years old, more than he is in the past. What do you sense from him?
Yeah, it's a lot to ask of him, but he's willing for sure. He's played pretty well. I think he's handled it pretty well, but I got to try to lower that.
Is there a possibility you might be able to get anybody back for tomorrow? Like a Nyes or Waugh?
No, not. I would say Nyes and Waugh, no.
How about Lawton?
Lawton maybe progressing. We'll see. I know he skated today, so.
Did any of the other injured guys skate today like before?
Matthews, Tanev. That's it.
Sammy plays good to go.
You guys weren't here then to watch?
They got to put the shades down.
Sammy? Yeah, he should be fine.
Do you have any clarity on Matthews or Tanev?
Tanev's a ways away. Matthews is coming along. He's improving. He obviously won't play tomorrow.
McCabe, you don't want to get in trouble and talk about those calls last night, but what did you see on the 2 penalties he took? Jake?
The second one's a tough one for me. He's jumping out of the way of the guy, he's kind of trying to jump around him. I don't know, that's a tough call in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, but it is what it is. It's a split second, right? It's hard. And they're going to get it wrong sometimes. So it's the way it goes. We have more time to look at it after.
Yeah, replay. We spoke about John's play in overtime last night. You spoke to the team. How much can a play like that be a bit of a rallying thing or inspiration for the group?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we talked about John's minutes, but I got him out there in OT, and he controls the play by himself against 3 guys, then, kicks the puck out to Morgan, and they make a play, and Willie does what he does. But, I mean, it just shows his determination and will, I think, more than anything with John.